Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Big Mac, and today I'm going to be answering you guys' questions. And I was blown away because I had over 200-something questions, and I had to shrink it down to 80, and it was really hard. That's what she said. But if this video is extra long, I am sorry. You guys can always minimize the page and listen to my wonderful voice. But anyways, let's go to the first question. What is your advice for an incoming freshman in high school? Don't be scared. A lot of people are always like, you're going to be so scared you're going to get your ass kicked. You're not going to get your ass kicked because the people that are seniors, they can't kick your ass because they're 18. And, you know, everyone's just like, I'm going to kick your ass, but then they, like, wind up being, like, such a little bitch. Like, when I was a freshman, some senior came up to me like, oh, I'm going to kick your ass. I was like, come on, let's do it. And he was like, I can't. And I was like, that's right, bitch. How big is your penis? How do you find your confidence? Are people just born outgoing? My whole family is really outgoing. If you guys ever watch my blog TV with me and my brother, my mom always pops in and she's like, ha! She's really outgoing, and so is my aunt, so is my brother, of course. And I think it has a little bit to do with how I was raised. You know, we're all just confident. And plus, I just don't give a fuck what people say. What is your biggest regret? I kind of regret not, well, I don't really regret anything. I love every single moment of my life. What is your profession? My profession as of now is YouTube because I'm just too lazy to find a regular job, and I just like doing things that I love to do. Why raise money and hate, you know, what you're doing? Would you rather drink a shot of yak spit or a teaspoon of snail slime? Oh my god, when I first read this, I thought it said snail semen, and I was going to go with the snail semen. Well, shit, this is easy now, snail slime, because imagine yak spit. Ugh. Why did you start making YouTube videos? Well, I started making videos because I really like creating stuff for my people, for my fans, and like when I had no fans, I just like creating stuff because shit, I felt lucky to get a view, and I was like, oh, maybe I can be good at this someday, and you know, here we are. What would you do if you suddenly woke up and you were pregnant with twins? Oh god. At first I'd be like, okay, how is this gonna happen? How am I gonna give birth to these kids? Is it gonna come out my pee hole? Is it gonna come out my asshole? If it came out my asshole, I'd be a little bit more happy than my pee hole, because that's already stretched out for my shits. But I'd probably be scared. Yeah. What is your view on religion? That topic is so, like, I get this asked a lot. I don't know why. Maybe because you guys like to listen to my opinions. But maybe I'll do certain, like a different video for that, because religion is like people like to, it's just a tough subject to talk about in like such a little time. But I believe in God. Let's sum it up. I believe in God. I guess I'm Catholic, but I'm really not Catholic. How do you make it big in the gaming community? Well, my brother is a gamer, and he's on the YouTube, and I guess he's pretty popular in the gaming community. And I guess what you have to do is make sure you stick onto a schedule, post content that people want to see, and have a interesting voice. Why is Obama the stupidest fucking president we've ever had? I really don't think Barack Obama's the stupidest president we ever had. Well, we had Bush. There's one. But I think Obama's dealing with it like how any other president would have dealt with it. What would you do if you one day woke up and found out you were a girl? I would stare in the mirror for a couple of hours. Actually, no, I wouldn't, because if I had the same body as a girl, no offense to the ladies, but if you're my size as a girl, you're going to look uglier. You know, you're going to look bigger than me. Because I've seen a girl that weighed 200 pounds, and she looked huger than me. But anyways, yeah, I probably wouldn't like myself. What made you start uploading videos? I think is, when I first started watching YouTube, I saw Shay Carl, and this was before Shay Carl was even famous. He had like 50,000 subs, and he was talking about how he was a radio DJ, and I was like, oh my god, this guy's awesome. I subbed him, and I was like, oh, I can make videos too. So I made videos, and they weren't popular back then. This is when I like had a webcam, and I went up. Well, I know I had like a shitty $20 camera, and I was like giving my opinions on the Amazing Atheist and shit, and yeah, I sucked. What do you think about the game Black Ops? By the way, great videos, love them, thank you. And you know, I expected way too much of Black Ops, and that's why it kind of sucked to me. How long did it take you to get a partner? How long did it take you to get a partnership? I've been waiting for mine for at least a month, and YouTube still hasn't gotten back to me. Well, when I first applied for partnership, no, it was like my second time. It was my second time, and it took 3 months, and then they finally denied me. And when I got approved for partnership, it took like 2 to 3 weeks. But if I was you and you're still waiting, I would resubmit it. What's your name? My name is Tyson. What's your name, baby? What's your number? It's Tyson. I'm not giving you my number. Do you like pie, and what's your favorite flavor? I do not like pies. Ugh. Did you wake up early Saturday morning for cartoons when you were little? If so, what was your favorite show? I'd have to say yes, and I'd have to say cat dog. Cat dog. That's all I remember from the intro, but yeah, cat dog. How did you think of your name? I said this before, but I'm going to say it again because a lot of people do not remember this. Like, from what I remember, like, my friends came up with it, and we were at a roller rink, and we had a contest, me and this girl, little girl. She was like, I was like this tall, and she was like this tall, and we had to ride this bike across the roller rink, and whoever won would win a prize. And it was just us two, and I lost, but I remember everyone chanting, Big Mac, Big Mac, Big Mac. And they came up with it because when I play football, I'm big, and that's about it. Why you don't make the peanut butter sandwich for me? Because I'm not your bitch. What is it like to be popular on YouTube? Do your friends always want to be in your videos? What? No, I don't think my friends really want to be my, well, they probably want to be in my videos, because who wouldn't? But, they always seem to give me ideas, like, hey, you should do this, you should do that. Because they're all experts in YouTube. And, well, I like it, you know, shit. What is the stupidest animal? The stupidest animal has to be the squirrel. Because, look at the squirrel. What does it fucking do? It eats fucking nuts and climbs on the wire and doesn't get electrocuted. Why do you think people insult you? I wouldn't, but I'm curious as to why other people do. People insult people that are bigger than them, like more famous than them, have more subscribers than them. Because every time you look at a hater, you go to their channel, they have 2 subs, 1 view on their videos, and, you know, and then they're on their channel comments, everyone's like, wow, you're a fucker. And I think people just insult me because they're jealous. Because I have a 6-pack. Can you make more My Grandma Hates Me episodes? Those were great. Them are actually not My Grandma Hates Me episodes. They are actually Dollar Short episodes. And they are actually pre-recorded because, if you guys don't know this, if you were not one of my really old subscribers, the channel started out with making Dollar Short episodes, and they were about like an independent film company, and they're starting an independent film company or whatever. But we got hacked, and now I'm re-uploading them. So they're actually, I think there's 13 episodes total. So I think I'm gonna upload one next week. So get excited. Add me on Xbox, sure. In my Happy Meal, check it out. How do I get a Minecraft? You get a Minecraft by going to Minecraft.net. Can I join your Minecraft server? You have to audition, and my brother's holding them, so you can go to his channel and just be like, hey, I want to be on! Hey, Tyson, can I get a shout-out? The Black Santa has been a real awesome guy. I've seen him comment on my videos a lot, my brother's videos, and Bert's videos. He's been a loyal subscriber, so I love you, Black Santas. And he's also sent me something to my PoBox. Why are you so cool? I'd like to think it's because of my milk jugs that bring all the boys to the yard. Do you play any popular MMOs, such as World of Warcraft, Rift, etc.? No, I do not, because I don't think I'm smart enough to play them games. My dog eats his own shit. What the fuck do I do with him? I wouldn't judge him, because maybe his shit's really good. I think maybe you should, you know, step back, taste it, and maybe you'll like it. Who's hotter, Oprah Winfrey or Ellen DeGeneres? I would have to say Ellen DeGeneres. Not because she's, like, fucking hot. It's just because of her humor. I think she could make me laugh a lot, and she's just an awesome, cool lesbian, and her girlfriend's hot. What happens to the camera after you eat it at the end of the videos? Do you poop it out and reuse it? Well, I have to. I can afford all them cameras. And I'll tell you what, it's a painful shit. It's a painful turd coming out, and it hurts. If you fuck a vampire, is it necrophilia? I would think it is. But until that law passes, I'm going to fuck all the vampires I want. Should Casey Anthony have been found guilty or not guilty? Or should people just shut the fuck up about Casey Anthony? I have not followed that case. I just heard a little bit about it. But what I would like to say to the people that are like, hey, she should be guilty. Did you watch the trial? Were you in the trial? Because a lot of people that I know that talk about it only seen the things that were on the news. How about you get your fucking stubbly ass over there and you should have been in the fucking courthouse. Otherwise, I don't want to hear your opinion. What is the best technique for tickling your nipples? Why do you put emphasis on every other word? I don't know. Why is Wisconsin so damn awesome? It's awesome because I'm in it. No, Wisconsin's cool. I wish it just didn't snow, and I wish it wasn't cold. What's your favorite food? Subway. That has a lot of carbs. Subway. Would you rather have no penis or no eyes? No eyes. Because, thing is, if you have no penis, you're basically saying, okay, I'm gonna turn gay, because you're gonna want pleasure somehow, and that's the only way you can get it.